Kat Timpf, a prominent Fox News personality and author, is stirring conversations with her latest book, I Used to Like You Until, That Is How Binary Thinking Divides Us. Timpf, known for her role on Fox's Get Fed, and as a vocal independent thinker, is challenging the oversimplified binary thinking that often dominates political discourse. Her fresh perspective comes at a time when the national conversation is increasingly polarized, especially with the approaching election year. Timpf's book delves into how binary thinking, where individuals are forced into one of two opposing camps, can stifle genuine critical thinking and exacerbate societal divisions. She critiques the current political climate where people are quickly labeled based on their criticism or support of specific figures. For instance, she highlights how criticizing President Biden or Vice President Harris often leads to accusations of being a MAGA supporter, while opposing former President Trump can label one as a radical leftist. In a recent interview, Timpf explains that her book was inspired by her observations during a tour where she met diverse individuals and realized how much common ground exists despite prevailing narratives. She argues that binary thinking is seductive because it simplifies complex issues, allowing individuals to align with a side without engaging deeply with the issues. This kind of thinking, she asserts, not only limits individual critical thinking but also supports a political strategy that thrives on division and fear. Timpf also touches on how such divisive tactics benefit those in power. By framing political contests as battles between good and evil, politicians can galvanize voters and secure support by exploiting fear and animosity. This strategy not only motivates voter turnout but also consolidates power by creating a sense of righteous conflict. However, Timpf points out, this approach often leads to people relinquishing their rights and further entrenching division. Her book doesn't just address political polarization but also her personal experiences, including her struggles with mental health and her openness about her sexuality. Timpf discusses how being vulnerable in the face of hatred can humanize individuals and bridge divides. She shares personal anecdotes, including a humorous yet poignant story about her sexuality and the unexpected reactions it has evoked. Timpf's message is clear: binary thinking is a major obstacle to meaningful dialogue and understanding. By choosing to embrace vulnerability and challenge simplistic labels, she hopes to encourage a more nuanced and empathetic approach to discussing differences. Her own experiences with criticism and public scrutiny have shaped this perspective, making her call for independent thinking and compassion all the more powerful. So, Kat Timpf's new book and her ongoing public commentary invite us to reconsider how we engage with one another in a deeply divided society. Her insights encourage readers to move beyond binary thinking and embrace a more nuanced view of politics and personal identity. Stay subscribed for more videos.